Today's video is for lesson 4-8. Your learning target is I can divide mixed numbers. I'd like you to open your textbook to page 326 and turn on the recording when you are ready. We're going to be working with dividing mixed numbers by fractions to start, and then also add in whole numbers and other mixed numbers. Just like when we're multiplying mixed numbers, we can't take a mixed number times a fraction or whole number. Instead, we always have to change it to an improper number first. So if I had 2 and 1/4, we would change that by multiplying 2 times 4, add 8 to our numerator, and we would get 9/4. So let's take a look at our first example here. We have 1 3/4 divided by 2/5. So we're going to start off by taking our mixed number and changing it into an improper fraction. We'll multiply 1 times 4, add 4 to the numerator, and we'll get 7/4 divided by 2/5. And now we can add in our keep, change, flip. So we have our 7/4 times 5/2, because we've used the reciprocal of 2/5. And we can't simplify ahead of time with our cross products. So 7 times 5 is 35, 4 times 2 is 8, which is an improper fraction, and we can't leave it this way. So we'll divide. We'll take out 4 groups of 8, which means we have used up 32 from the numerator, which leaves us then with 3/8 with the whole number 4. So 4 3/8. We're going to go ahead and just kind of skip over the estimate this time. And let's go ahead and take our mixed number here, 3 3/4, and we're going to change that into an improper fraction. So 3 times 4 is 12, so I'll add 12 to the top. 3 plus 12 is 15/4. The denominator stays the same. So now we're going to work on our keep, change, flip. We'll keep 15/4. We'll change to multiplication, and then we'll use the reciprocal of our fraction, so it'll be 5/4. And unfortunately, these numbers cannot be simplified ahead of time. So 15 times 5, I'll do a little chicken scratch over here. We get 25, carry the 2. 5 plus 2 is 7, so 75 is our numerator, and 4 times 4 is 16. So now I'll do another set of chicken scratch. How many groups of 16 can I take out? I think I'm going to try 4, so I'll multiply over here first. 16 times 4 would be 24, carry the 2. Sorry, my pen isn't working here. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6, so 64. So maybe I could take out 5 groups. 16 times 5, 30, carry the 3. 5 plus 3 is 8, 80. That's too big. So I'm going to go ahead and take out 4 groups. 4 times 16 was 64. Subtract, and I get remainder 11, which is less than 16. So I'm going to take out 4 whole groups. My remainder 11 goes over the denominator 16, my divisor. Let's try a couple here together. So we'll start with 2 times 8, which is 16, and we'll add it to the 3. So we have 19/8 divided by 1/4. Now I'll do my keep, change, flip. 19/8 stays the same, times 4/1, which is helpful because I know I can divide by 4, and the 4 changes to 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we get 19/2. So 2 comes, I'm going to transfer this down here since I'm running out of room. 19/2 is the same as taking out 9 groups, which leaves me with 18 used up, so I have 1/2 left over. So 2 3/8 divided by 1/4 is 9 1/2. Alright, let's try the next one again together. So I'm going to take 2 times 2, which is 4, and add it to my numerator, and I get 5 halves divided by 3 sevenths. I'll keep change flip. 5 over 2 times 7 over 3. And unfortunately for us, there is no simplifying to be done ahead of time. So 5 times 7 is 35, and 2 times 3 is 6. And I know 6 can come out of there 5 times. Uses up 30, so I'm left with the remainder 5 over 6. Go ahead and try letter C. Try solving it on your own. Pause the recording and turn it back on to see if your work looks like mine. Alright, so I wrote 45 over 8 divided by 3/4. Then I keep change flip 45 over 8 times 4/3. And I was able to simplify the 8 and the 4 by dividing by 4. And I divided 3 and 45 by 3 and got the 1 and the 15. So 15 times 1 is 15, 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 comes out of 15 7 times with 1/2 remaining. So what are we going to do if we're dividing by another mixed number? Again, we're going to change both to mixed numbers into improper fractions. It's no big deal. So let's take a look. Here we have 5 1/2 divided by 2 1/2. So we're going to start off by changing the 5 1/2 to a mixed number, which is 11 over 2, because 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11. And then we're changing 2 1/2 to its improper fraction, which is 5 over 2. So now I can go ahead and do my keep change flip. 11 halves times 2 fifths. The 2's can be simplified. So 11 times 1 is 11, and 1 times 5 is 5. And 5 comes out of 11 2 times, which uses up 10. So we get remainder 1/5. Let's try this one together. We're going to cross out the estimating and keep moving. We're going to start off with this mixed number. 4 times 3 is 12. We'll add it to the 2, so we get 14 over 3. And then we're going to take this 1 times 4 and get 4 and add it to our 3 at the top, which is 7/4. We'll go to our keep change flip. 14/3 times 4/7. And we have some nice simplifying to be done. We can divide the 14 and the 7 by 7, so we'll get 1 and 2. So 2 times 4 is 8, and 3 times 1 is 3. And we can take out 2 groups of 3, which uses up 6 and leaves 2/3 left over. So let's try a couple, and then I'll have you do your own. So we'll start by taking 4 1/5. That becomes 21 over 5, divided by 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7/3. Keep change flip. We have 21/5 times 3/7. And we can simplify. We can divide the 7 and the 21 by 7. So we get 9 over 5, or 1 4/5. Now the next one throws us a little bit of a curveball. Instead of giving us 2 mixed numbers, they give us a whole number. But we follow our rule of fractions. We take a whole number and just put it over 1. So we have 8 over 1 divided by 5 halves. Keep change flip. 8 over 1 times 2 over 5. And nothing can be simplified, so we get 16 over 5. We can take out 3 groups of 5, which uses up 15 and leaves us with 1/5. Why don't you go ahead and try F on your own and pause the recording and then turn it back on when you're ready to see if your work matches mine. So I took and made 1 5/9 into 14/9 and 2 1/3 into 7/3. And then I keep change flipped, so I had 14/9 times 3/7. The 9 and the 3 could be divided by 3, and the 14 and the 7 could be divided by 7, so 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. 2/3. So let's take a look at a story problem. Here we have an adult average. The average adult male giant panda weighs about 1.5 times as much as the average female. If the average weight of a male is 330 pounds, how much does the average giant panda weigh? So we're going to take this total amount of 330 and divide by the 1 1/2. So to start off, we take the 330 and we place it over 1. And we rewrite our mixed number as its improper fraction, which is 6/5. Then we could go ahead and do our keep, change, flip. So we have 330 over 1 times 5/6. And the 6 and the 330 can be divided by 6. So we get 55 and 1. So 55 times 5 is 275, and 1 times 1 is 1. So our answer is 275 pounds. All right, at this time you should come and get the practice assignment from me or from the board in our classroom. And good luck. If you have questions, be sure to stop in and talk to me. Good luck.